We're giving away something cool every week. What you have to do to enter is like, subscribe, and comment. Look for your name pinned to the top of the comments in next week's video to find out if you've won and what you've won. Okay, let's get into the video.
I'm James Demer, the audio nomad. On a recent trip to China, I had the good fortune to travel to the THIEAUDIO studio where I watched a set of Monarch MKIV in-ear monitors expertly assembled by one master technician. The faceplates are fully hand-built. The streaks, in this case, are hand-applied. Dust is dusted off. And then watch how the epoxy or the resin is expertly applied in just the right amount and then UV cured to create the right depth and finish. Quite beautiful. They're UV cured by hand, and then they're UV cured in the oven, and then the THIEAUDIO logo is applied, and it takes great skill to place it in just the right place on the faceplate. Another layer of resin is placed on top of the shell or the faceplate because the logo needs to be protected, and you can see it takes a tremendous amount of skill to spread this drop of resin epoxy around so that it completely covers the faceplate but doesn't drip off the edge. I tried it and I couldn't do it. Once again, it's UV cured and inspected. Next, we get to driver subassembly. This is where the dynamics, balanced armatures, and EST drivers are assembled in subassemblies, soldered together, and tested for frequency response, matching phase response, and distortion. Only the best drivers are accepted for the Monarch MKIV. You can see the technician is laying out each driver so that he can then place them into the shells. The dual dynamic drivers are in a type of isobaric configuration. It's vented and it's push-pull. These are the BA drivers. You can see they're the mids, and one has a filter in the tube. The tubes are cut to a very exacting length. And of course, there's the venerable EST driver. That's the 2-pin connector. That's the sub faceplate. And then, of course, that's the brand new switch that we're using to create bass rumble mode. The subassembly driver tubes are inserted into the nozzle and carefully epoxied into place with UV curing adhesive. And now it's a matter of assembling all of the components into the shell. The wires are soldered together. Everything is connected to crossover units. And of course, the 2-pin connector is then connected to everything. There's not a lot of room in this shell for these components, so it takes a great amount of skill to place everything in properly. Once that's done, the decorative faceplate is placed on the mechanical faceplate and adhered together. Of course, everything is tested again, and then the unit is carefully packed in its beautiful presentation box and shipped to the customer. This video is brought to you by Linsoul.com. Linsoul sells IEMs, headphones, amplifiers, digital to analog converters, cables, really just about anything you could want for personal hi-fi or even home hi-fi. Their prices are great, the quality is exceptional, and their customer service is really second to none. Check them out in the link below.